So I am with Hailey Wright, Team Kelsey. How are you doing, Hailey?
I'm well. How are you?
Great. So look, I've been going through a lot of the comments regarding your blinds, your battles. I'm not as big of a country fan as you. You are an actual artist, but when I see comments like she has an old country voice, a classic country voice, is that the best compliment one could hear as a country artist? And how does that make you feel when you get all of those great classic old country comments?
Yeah, that definitely has got to be one of the best comments ever because that is such a hard sound to obtain, especially these days, because, it's more so the modern style that's pushed out as opposed to the classic sound. So it's definitely, I love it. I eat it up every time.
Growing up, were you a fan of that classic country sound, or is that something that, as you matured as an artist, that you grew to really appreciate? I'm just thinking you really appreciate time and tradition regarding your love for your family. On the package, you talked about your love for your stepdad, and then your love for your Choctaw heritage. That must loving the past and that culture must be a big part of who you are, I'm assuming.
Yes, yes. And I was definitely raised on classic country songs. So, yeah.
Yeah. So what are the biggest lessons you've learned so far regarding your journey on The Voice?
Oh my goodness, yes. So I have definitely learned to kind of step out of my box a little bit more, where I know I'm staying sort of in that classic country and country journey or whatever, but I've stepped out of my box as an artist whenever I go out on the stage, like to be in the moment, but not get too carried away in it also.
Reflecting back on that, the battles, what was it like being saved, the emotions you went through during that moment, and just getting to continue your journey on The Voice with Team Kelsey? How did that make you
Yeah,
feel?
her saving me, that was so crazy to me because I was just thinking in my head, okay, well, I'm headed back to Texas. This is it. And she hit her button. I was just shocked. I was so shocked.
That's amazing. So, how is regarding your journey on The Voice, how has that impacted your career, your friends in your local hometown, the people you work with, and just also just enhance your career overall in the big picture sense?
Yeah, I definitely think that it has helped my career a lot. Um, I know I played my first show back home like a month or so ago since airing for the first time on The Voice, and it was a sold out house. There was not a parking spot left in the parking lot, and there was standing room only.
Well, congratulations on that. What is
Thank
the
you. That was pretty insane.
that when you're that okay, you're going through those feelings, what is the key for you as far as because I think it's a normal human thing to be actually nervous when you're on stage, no matter what artist you are. Is there maybe a practice or an unlock regarding how you are able to perform on stage with confidence and without all those nerves?
Yeah, like I said a moment ago, I really try to focus on being present in the moment and trying not to overthink as much. Like with my blind audition, whenever I went out, a lot of people have asked me, "Hey, how did you stay so calm whenever the coaches turned around?" Well, for me, I didn't notice that the coaches had turned at all. I didn't realize they turned until I got back to the center of the stage and I looked up and I was looking at them.
It said in your bio that after a softball injury, you actually purchased a guitar, an old guitar, and you taught guitar yourself. How hard was that process? Because my niece, she's been learning guitar the last couple of years, and I'm an idiot. I don't know how to play guitar. But what was that journey like for you and that process like learning? What was it like for you? Yeah,
Um,
go ahead.
I don't want to say that like I don't want to say that it came easy, but I feel like it definitely came naturally for whatever reason. Like I don't really have a lot of musical family. I didn't grow up in a very musical family, but there was something about it. I started out on a keyboard like a couple years prior to picking up a guitar, and I don't know if maybe that helped, but I picked up that guitar and it felt so natural to me. I think I learned my first song within a week.
Oh, that's amazing. So, wondering about the fundraising event on April 10th.
For April 10th, we are putting on a gospel concert at the Bright Star Theater, and that's going to be a big one. We're doing it for a homeschool group called Deep Wells Co-op Academy, and these children have come together and they put on this fundraiser to benefit their school. So it's going to be a really good one.
Hailey, regarding your future road, is being a musician, a singer, songwriter, is that your number one dream? And is where do you see yourself moving forward post The Voice? Has it always been focused on your career as an artist?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. I 1000%. I see myself one day maybe even playing the Grande Opry. Right now, that is one of my biggest goals in life. I would absolutely love to do that.
To ask a really dumb question, where does that goal come from regarding that passion to play at the Grand Ole Opry?
It definitely comes from being a classic country music artist and loving that traditional sound.
So when people actually message you or come up to you in person and ask you for advice on The Voice as far as getting on The Voice, what kind of answer do you give people? I'm sure there's different reactions and whatnot, but what is your main advice?
My biggest thing that I've been telling people is you're gonna hear no a lot. Don't take no for an answer. Continue until you get a yes.
Right. So, Hailey, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And good luck.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you for having me.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. For more movie and television reviews and interviews, please subscribe to my Deepest Dream channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for your support. Take care.